Hello.
Friends, today's Itchy and Scratchy is Shannon McCarthy. On July 3rd, 2023, Heather Sheppard was reported missing. When police went to Shannon's residence, this is where they found Heather's body. So the police bring in Shannon for questioning. The audio quality of this interview is excellent, so I'll play it for you now. If you do end up liking this video, please subscribe, and you know what? Follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description.
So I want to talk to you and I want to ask a lot of questions about that.
Go ahead, because I have head injuries, and she got into a altercation with me because she slammed me against the wall because I was trying to keep her from leaving Wednesday.
Okay.
Because she was drunk and she doesn't have a license, and I was like, you don't have a license and insurance now. I've had DUI, so I was like, it's not a game.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's
no, it's not. I've got in trouble a lot. That's why.
Okay. So I have this form. It's an information sheet which you can read, and I'm an open book. I'm not here to hide anything from you. I'm gonna kind of go over your basic stuff: name, alias, address, phone, where, and then I have your rights form. Right. I'm gonna go over this with you. I know a lot of people kind of freak out with Law and Order. They're like, "Holy shit, I'm under arrest!"
Right. Am I being arrested or like?
No. I am reading Constitution. No. Let's just hang on.
So thank you. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The Supreme Court of the United States is determined.
My sister's the only one that lives there besides me and her.
Okay.
Heather's just been kind of staying, but she keeps coming and going, and every time it's like worse and worse, and then it's like, okay, better, and then, I don't know if she's told my sister, like, if they're gonna get, they've got some kind of cahoots thing going on, because she did this stuff, like, before with another person, and she's, like, sexual deviance kind of thing going on. And she was like trap house and like Russians, and Heather's chasing Filipinos. We went to the church and we were like, hey, do you know anything about this? Can I come up there and look in this room upstairs? And my sister comes early to help me. Like, I busted her breaking out of the house at 3:30, not breaking out, but like leaving at 3:30 in the morning. And I was like, hey, where are you going? Because she used to work in Springfield and she'd catch the bus at 5:45. And I was like, man, you can't go out there, girl. Get back in the house. It's 3:30 in the morning. Where are you going? And she's all like, oh, I gotta catch a bus and all this like shit. Like, just nothing's consistent. It's like the stories are like so I'm just like, without her around me, like I couldn't even talk to the cops. Like, she would just. I was like, I'm the one talking to the cops. Like, you sit over there and shut up. Yeah. Like. Not like in that context, but she wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise, and I feel like she's fabricated like 50 to 80% of maybe part of this, and that's why I said you can't go around calling people baby killers. Like, my sister had a boyfriend in the back. They've been prostituting her out because I kept finding all this stuff. She has no concept of money. Mm-hmm. She's like a kid, like she's 8, but she likes the attention. No attention, good attention, bad attention is attention. I was like, this isn't the kind of attention you need. Like, but I can't. I have to ask the cop to go, what can I do? I can't, like, chain her to the bed. Or, I mean, she's not a prisoner, but I'm also, like, she was letting these guys come in the house. Kept finding all this weird shit before Heather was involved. Mm-hmm. And I'm going, because we were on different shifts. My sister's, we're night and day. I'm a night person and she's a day person.
Okay.
And she gets up real early, like I said, that her and Heather have been like she's been following her around like a little puppy dog. I'm like, what am I, like, chopped liver? I'm the one that like worked my ass off and like gave you this house to live in. I know, it's like, you're my sister. I don't have to, like, I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
So I think Heather was giving her, filling her head full of false stuff. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Awesome, right here.
Cold water, and there you go.
That's better than nothing. Thank you. I was like, my stomach's in here eating it, so.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, so when you dig into that, I'm going to go over this form. Okay,
yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you up. I'm just, my blood sugar.
No, I got you. Aliases. You mean nicknames or anything like that?
I have, my favorite pirate, which is like when I used to DJ, but I just do it for fun now because of all the drug shit.
So what's your DJ name? My Favorite Pirate?
Yeah, MFP. My favorite pirate. That's like my email too. My friend was a screenwriter, and he gave me that nickname before like the movies came out, and like back before Johnny Depp.
Okay.
So I was like, I used to teach sailing and live on boats, so I was like, okay. We were all working together. Like, she has a cleaning business, so they got cleaning business, and they got landscaping business, and they do house. They do like a little bit of everything. Like her and the ex-boyfriends, they're all in cahoots. Like, I didn't know she even had a boyfriend, and then the ex-boyfriend, I knew that was the ex-boyfriend, but he comes in. He's the one that worked for her, but they didn't know about each other.
Okay.
And I'm like, it sounds bad. Like,
what's his name?
His name's Jeff. That's the one that's coming by and banging on the door looking for her. The other guy is gone, and potentially all of them had a key at one point, because like I said, I changed the locks.
Okay.
And then Heather disappeared and comes back, and my sister does the same thing, but like less. Like, my sister doesn't do drugs or alcohol, so
Okay.
I'm all like, what are you doing? She's all like, like. Anyways, it's a long story.
So where do you work, Shannon?
I was working for Heather.
Okay, so you were cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were working together, and
What's the name of her cleaning company?
Job for this guy. His house was really nasty, and I don't know. They deal with prostitutes. She knew him from the strip club, and I was just kind of like, I'm not liking the way this sounds. And then she accused my sister of stealing stuff. I was like, sister doesn't really steal stuff. And then she'd go in there and flip her room, and she's like, what's this? And I'm like, I don't know where this stuff keeps coming from.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole, like, she's on 20 different kinds of medication. This is Heather. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, I didn't realize that her boyfriend and her were obviously functioning addicts. I didn't realize until I went over to their house and was like...
Lots of shit, huh?
Yeah, I was kind of, like, threatened to call the police on because they were cooking meth.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, whoa, this is not good.
What's your date of birth?
7/23/79.
And how old does that make you? I'm terrible at math.
I think I'm still 32.
32?
No, I'm sorry, 43. Sorry. That's my sister. I'm sorry, I've been having to, answer all these questions.
No, you're fine. 43?
I believe so. 1979. 43, right?
Maybe I'm bad.
I'm bad at math too. I used to be good at math.
It's just one of the things on the floor.
I'm just trying to. I was raised in bars and alcohol. That's not my thing. Like I said, that's why I got the medical card, because I'd rather just. You don't hear about stone people beating people up or getting robbing people. And,
sure, yeah.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, but nothing today.
No, that's why I was off. That's why I was kind of like, I haven't eaten, I drank yesterday, I feel a little bit hungover.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any, mental health illnesses?
No, I got checked out. I've been.
Okay. You don't see green men on my shoulders, and you know what year it is, and know who the president is, and all that? Who are they?
The green men?
No, who's the president? Yeah.
Biden.
And you know what year is it?
Yeah. 2023 bars last my check.
Yeah, no, it still is.
I wonder sometimes, because I had head injuries.
Yeah.
And I have with the football players, good. Because I played soccer.
Concussions?
Concussions.
So you last saw Haley on Thursday.
Yeah.
And you last saw Heather on Friday, but you thought she came back Saturday?
Yes. I thought I saw her in the Dodge Journey, which is the other vehicle. Because I took Jeff, he came by the house on Friday to come for them to go to work on the base. Mm-hmm. So then Heather said, I don't feel good, because I didn't realize she had got into it with Haley.
Yeah. And
that's why I didn't know Haley was gone until Friday. And I was like, well, where'd she go? And she's like, well, she'll be back. And I'm like, okay. And everyone's like, where's Heather? So I don't know. And then they're both gone. And I'm like, well, they must be gone together because they're both gone.
Yeah.
And they have Haley's new track phone. And I got the bill, and I can't even call anybody because my phones don't work. So I imagine everybody's phone doesn't work.
Okay.
That's on the plan that they run or whatever that they put me on that I'm still holding the bag with.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm worried. I don't want to be involved in this crazy shit anymore. I'm just like, I just wanted it to stop, and I'm not the one. The kids keep getting involved, and they're like grown-ups, and they come over and they're like, well, she does this all the time, and then it's like, well, how long she gone? It's like she said I'll be back in an hour. I was gone for a week last time she did it. So I'm like, whenever she gets done fighting with her other boyfriend, oh, he beat me up and comes over to my house. So what does that mean? You guys are out of drugs and money, and now you're over here hitting me up again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think is happening. That's why I was like, I don't know. There's just a lot of weird, really weird things that have been happening that are inconsistent. She's been screaming, yelling at my neighbor. All of them.
When was that?
Like,
All the time?
It just got worse here recently, like, just before they went missing. That's why I was freaking out. Because I said, you're over here calling our neighbor's baby killer. Like, because, like, this guy supposedly had a relationship with my sister, and I was talking to the cops. I go, well, what can they do? And they go, well, you can't not let, she's an adult. And I go, okay, well then, if they're like, she let him in the house. She had several people in the house. They ate up like 2 months worth of food, and I was like, what happened in here? And we're like, I asked my sister, and she's just like, I was like, did you eat like 2 months worth of food in like less than 2 weeks? So I'm going, that's an awful lot of food since me and Heather have been here. You haven't been here, and all of a sudden all that food's gone. So I told her not to leave. The cops said just don't let her leave. But she's letting these guys in our house. I don't know how many. Those guys live right, literally through my backyard. The fence is like trampled down. I'm like literally.
Yeah.
So then she cuts all the trees down. About to screaming and yelling at him, baby killer. They're drinking. I'm like, can you stop doing that? Because that's literally. I own the house. Like these people.
Does Heather contribute anything to the home? Does she buy anything? No.
No.
It's just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister was getting a check for her disability.
Yeah.
And my mother was overpaid. Mm-hmm. So they completely stopped her check. So I was like, I'm tired of people acting like I'm living off my sister. So I was like, I hadn't done my taxes, haven't taken care of that. Mm-hmm. Didn't do it on purpose. My sister was making a little money when she worked. She was working at the laundromat she worked at for 7 years, but she quit. Mm-hmm. That's when I'm like trying to figure out like what really happened, because this is when Heather comes into the picture.
So she keeps rambling, I know. Now the police are about to get a bit more aggressive. But before it continues, I've mentioned that my videos are getting demonetized, but I promised I'm still gonna keep posting for you. Thankfully for this video, I managed to get a sponsor. So please watch this quick ad and then the interview will continue. Would you like cashback on gas and groceries? Well, the free Upside app gets you cashback on dining as well as gas and groceries. All you have to do, open the app, find a location near you, wherever you are heading, claim an offer, and then pay with your card like normal. That's it. You'll earn 3 times more cashback with Upside, and you can cash out when you want. Yes, it's actual cash. No points that you'll never use, no credits that expire, money transferred straight to your bank account. See, I have 4 kids. This requires a big car, so the gas savings are working great for me. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. So to find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code TrueRed to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Use promo code TrueRed.
Generally, people take pride in their homes, right?
Yeah.
If there's going to be some sort of, and you even said you can't yell at the neighbors and call them baby killers and cut down fucking trees and stuff because you know I have to live in this neighborhood. This is my house. I pay for it. You know, but with all that, if there is a foul odor, I mean, it is normal human behavior to try to track down what that odor is.
I've been looking for it for days.
But if you're just stepping over it, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I've been looking for it for days. They came over. I thought it was coming from the garbage can. I just dumped out that garbage can that's sitting in the front yard. It's been there for weeks. Mm-hmm. I thought that's where it was coming from.
Okay.
I wasn't sure where it was coming from. I got new neighbors. Everyone just had their cookout. Trash. You ever thrown chicken?
Yeah, I have. No, listen.
I haven't been outside till like today and yesterday when they came over.
Yeah. So
I mean, besides going out on the other night.
Yeah.
So I'm asleep. I go out. I went out at night. I'm not smelling it. I saw the flies and I found the meat and I found the actual like maggots on the porch from the food that was in a container that was sitting right there where that was.
All the maggots on the ground. There were no maggots in the food container.
Yes, there was.
The food container.
I showed it to the guy that came.
Okay.
I showed him and I said I thought that's what they were coming from because I opened it up and there were maggots.
Okay. And now I don't want to get into a huge deep discussion because I certainly wasn't there earlier today. But the detectives who were out there earlier today did the impression that you didn't want them to go on the front porch. And then they said when you finally did go on the front porch, you kind of tossed something like over that pile.
It was all wet.
What was that?
It was all wet. It rained and it was like, I sprayed it down. I've been spraying down the stuff for the bugs. I put 7 dust down. I've been trying to figure out what's coming from spraying the Roundup. I've been trying to figure it out. I've been in my room. I've went out. I've come back. I looked for my sister. I've called my godmother. I've told her all this crazy shit that's going on. I've talked to my friend Mike and was like, tell him all these people from the outside sober looking in that know me.
One of the most important things is honesty and getting accurate answers of things, right? I don't really look at myself as an investigator or anything like that. I'm a glorified secretary.
I should be one.
I'm a fact finder, right? My job is to come into a situation without really any background and try to find as close to the truth as what will happen. And I say as close to the truth as what will happen because people have different perspectives of things. Mm-hmm. And I'm never going to say that I have 100% the truth unless it's like all caught on video.
Yeah, you got like 2 sides of the story and then the truth. Or you have outside have someone that has nothing to do or neutral.
But part of the big things a lot of people don't think about is everyone looks at everything and they go, the law is black and white. Everything's black and white. It's this, it's that. And that's not really the case, right? What Detective Mahan and I can both tell you is that there are a lot of shades of gray in a lot of different laws, right? Mm-hmm. And what I have seen in all the cases that I've had go to trials is the juries of peers when people look, because these interview rooms, I mean, if it comes down, there's always a first interview, whoever it is, right? Mm-hmm. There's always a first interview of the first person who ends up committing the crime, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll see, and the jury can see them lie and say things that don't make sense, and they use their common sense. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what's going on. And then later on, they want to stand up and be like, oh, well, I was scared. You know, Detective Saunders is so intimidating and mean and all this other foolishness. And it almost never works. But what I can tell you is human nature, right? Human nature, people go with their gut. And they like things. If things make sense, they feel good about it. That's what right? I said. But if it doesn't make sense, they're like, and they're throwing flags and their alarm bells go off and everything like that. Okay.
That's how I found out my ex-girlfriend was cheating on me. She kept throwing that at me.
Well, there you go. So you know to follow your gut, right? And what I'm telling you right now, as a professional who does this for a living and supports my family, people who are not in this room, if they end up watching this interview, they are not going to believe what you're saying. But what I'm saying here now is, I think that something happened and you panicked and you didn't know what to do. Okay? And if that's it, I need to know now of what happened. Okay? We're still looking for Haley, but Heather has been on your porch for days.
Are you serious?
Days. Okay? Walking over it, stepping over it. Oh, I don't know. And this back and forth, like, people are not going to look at this and say, oh, yeah, that's something that I would, I get it. And one of the biggest issues is we had an argument on this day, and then
we weren't arguing when we came. That's the thing, is we weren't arguing. It was just like she left, and then she said, "I'll be back." And my sister, her and Haley got into a fight. We weren't actually fighting. I was trying to keep her from getting a DUI, and I just was trying to take her keys. We were like fighting.
Okay. And I wasn't
there. She just slammed me against the wall, hit me, and was like, "I'm leaving," and then she's done this.
And I wasn't there. And
I'm just telling you what happened.
And I'm not here to pass judgment, but I very intentionally, when I come and I sit down and I talk to people, and I think you can see outside of the forms where I ask you what your name and nickname and your date of birth and all that, I don't really write anything down because I try to listen to all the words that you say, right? Yeah. There are so many people that we talk to in this life that don't actually listen to us. But I try to listen to you. And what I have learned from you is that you're a very caring person.
Yeah, I'll give you the shirt off my back.
You took in your sister after your mom died under those circumstances, and you've been caring for your sister. You've taken in Heather, who's been running around on you with every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the neighborhood. But all of these people are taking advantage of you. They're running you dry of money.
But she wasn't at first. She's going to get 2 lawsuits.
Listen to me for a second. I'm sorry. You know, you say you find out these people are running you dry of money. All the phones are in your name. You owe the cell phone companies money. You know, people keep telling you they're going to give you money. They don't ever give you money. You're the one that pays for the house. Your name's on the house, but you said you can barely afford your mortgage payment.
Well, no, my mortgage payment is the problem. It's the fact that nobody's paying me. And I was like, everyone's trying to move into my house. Sure. And I'm like, okay, because you don't want to pay wherever you're coming from.
But I'm telling you what you've told me and what I have learned from you from listening to you. And it seems like there have been a lot of stresses in your life that were brought by Heather and her other foolishness that she has going on.
It wasn't necessarily that. It wasn't that way to start with. It was when all of a sudden she started blaming my sister and like saying that the Russians were like doing this and that. So I don't know. Okay. I think she fabricated
a lot of this infighting that she brings to it, a lot of this internal fighting and turmoil is bringing a lot of these issues in your life, right?
Well, it's triggering me because of my mother.
And when it builds up and there's an argument, whether it be fighting, argument, whatever, I'm just using your words. There's an argument, and then this happens, right? There's going to be an autopsy. We're doing an autopsy tomorrow. We are going to be able to narrow down her time of death pretty accurately. She
overdosed or something,
right? We're going to have to look at everything, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think that if we went out right now and showed people this interview and kind of explained the backstory, and if we asked 100 random people on the street, I'm not sure that we could find 10 that would believe your circumstances at all, right?
Because she keeps like twisting the story.
But she's been
feeding all this information to me that I don't know is true.
So, but I am sitting here telling you, let's take all of that aside. All of this other shit that she's been feeding you, right? She can't feed you anything if she's dead. She's been dead.
No, I meant this was before.
Before. She's been dead for days, right?
Like how many days?
I don't know yet, but I'm telling you days, okay? And you have been fed misinformation by someone for a very long time. You've been financially taken advantage of.
Well, the boyfriend, they're not. I told you I'm financially okay because I have pension and 401k.
I'm not judging your money situation.
I'm not like trying to like. It's not worth my life over. It's not worth.
Listen, you can be Jeff Bezos worth $92 billion, and if he finds out that $5 billion's gone, he's not just going to be like, well, at least I have $87 billion left. He's still going to be like, where's my $5 billion, right? Yeah. So the financial situation, that's not what I'm talking about. Someone taking your money, whether you have $10 or $10.
They weren't taking my money.
They were taking advantage of your money and your generosity.
Well, I was helping them, yeah, I thought.
Well, sure. You have expressed frustration about being.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten.
I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you, Shannon, is in this situation, it is critically important for you to be open and honest, even though it can be so difficult. It is so important to be like, listen, this is what happened. I panicked. People can understand a lot of things, like I said, as long as it makes sense. If A leads to B leads to C, that's fine. right? I know the ABCs. You can't tell me M comes after
Right.
D.
No,
It doesn't happen, right?
I understand.
So we need to kind of cut through all this stuff. There's been a lot of ramblings. There's been a lot of stuff.
I've been taking the
happened?
medication that's been making that, so I stopped taking that because it was like, I think it was making me more neurotic and like the medicine.
Yeah.
That I shouldn't have been on to start with, and then drinking on top of it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's times where I blacked out and we've gone places and I'm like, oh, where did this come from? Like, oh, you don't remember? And I'm like, no, I remember, but I was like, that's why they were like, they took, when this first happened and we were fighting, and they took my guns and put them in a lockbox, and I said, no violent contact, and I said, yeah, I'm not trying to be violent. We've been making up ever since.
Yeah. This
fight just happened the other day because I was trying to restrain her from going out and getting DUI. Yeah. The sister, I don't know what they fought about.
Okay.
Half the time, I don't know what they talk about. I just, she comes in here, she's like, yeah, your sister said this, your sister said that, and I'm like, okay. And I ask my sister, and she'll be like, yeah. I was like, so which one is it? Is it black or is it white? And she's like, yeah.
So what happened to Heather?
I have no idea.
You don't have any idea?
No.
There's a dead woman on your porch.
No, she disappeared, and I said I didn't keep looking for her because she disappeared for a week at a time. I don't sit out on the porch.
She didn't disappear. She died in your home, and she stayed at your home.
She died on my front porch?
She died. I don't know exactly where. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and act like Nostradamus, like I know everything.
I know.
But I'm telling you, I do that. I support my family doing this. Okay.
I understand.
I take my job very seriously.
I understand.
I've been doing it a long time, and I'm talking to you. I'm telling you that there's things you're not telling me, which I think is not good for your best interest, in all honesty, right?
That, and then she came back the next day.
So I will ask for the last time, what happened to Heather?
I don't know. You
have no idea.
She left and didn't come back. I have no idea.
Where'd she leave to?
I don't know.
What car did she leave in?
She left.
How?
She left. I think she went after my sister. She left. Like, just left.
Did she tell? Is she on foot? She on a scooter? She on a bike? She in a car?
I don't know. She could have had someone pick her up. She didn't leave in the truck because Jeff needed it the next day for work. And we were all going to work together because we're trying to get to the base. And she's like, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. I don't feel good. And I was like, this has been happening with her for months. And it's every time she gets paid, she goes on a party bender, comes back, and then she's like, sleeps for a couple of days.
She has stomach issues.
She's got all kinds of issues. But
what day was that when she was having stomach issues?
Friday.
Friday was the day she was having stomach issues.
Yeah, she said.
And is that the same day she left?
She left Friday night or Saturday. Friday night, she disappeared. I don't know what happened. She said she got into an argument with my sister, and then like I was in half the time I'm DJ. I'm playing my music, or I'm like sleeping. I don't hear a lot of this stuff. But like she's like left, and she leaves in the middle of the night. This has happened to me before too. Like I wake up and I'm like, what happened? Well, I couldn't sleep. So I go, and she's always like looking out the window. So
she had stomach issues Friday. Is Friday when she left?
I think so.
Okay. So
I think so.
But you seen her?
I thought she came back to the house Saturday. I thought I saw her. I thought I heard her voice. And she's like, I'll be back. And I was like, okay.
So you last saw her Friday. You thought you heard her Saturday.
Pretty sure that was her. Came back because she was like, I'll be back.
Okay.
And she said something about Haley's phone and trying to find my sister. And I've been looking around. She's like, stay here in case she comes back. And I said, okay. Well, she never came back that I know of unless I was asleep because I just changed the locks. Literally.
So let me ask you a question, okay? If we go through this, you said you have no idea what happened. You didn't have anything to do with this, nothing, right? If we go through this process and I find evidence that you were responsible for Heather's death and there's a second interview, what are we going to say then? I mean, You know, like what am I supposed to say? Because at that point I sit down and I say, Shannon, like we had a conversation that night. I approached you very calmly, respectfully, nicely. Like,
well, I've had a concept of time in days and years. When I was younger, I had a lot of head injuries. I got some accidents, and I was like just drinking, remedicated. Sometimes I lose track of the days. I don't leave. And I'll sleep all day and night. Sometimes I'm like, oh, and it's like, oh, it's PM now, and this is not untrue. People know that about me.
Okay.
And Heather did the same thing, and I was like, wonder if she was poisoning me with the medicine that she was giving me. And I was like,
what about these other guns that are in your home though?
What about them?
Well, you keep saying the guns are in the lockbox. I'm just trying to figure out.
The handguns. My guns that are in my name, they're handguns.
Okay.
Or Heather had her and her whatever, because her boyfriend's a convicted felon. Mm. The other one's a convicted felon, and I said, well, they ordered me to surrender them, and I was like, okay, you can have them, but I was like, I'm not just gonna have like some rando. So she's had the key, she had the guns. And then we went to court together, and we were like, "Hey, we have a notarized copy from the lawyer saying that we can have no violent contact." And I said, "Okay." And that's why I didn't call the police when she hit me the other night when she went to haul ass.
Yeah, because that's violent.
Well, yeah, and I was like, "You're not helping."
Yeah. And
she's like, "Okay." And I had no idea how much truth there is to it. But when the cops came, my sister told them, because he kept going, "We're going to go to prison. We're going to go to prison." When my sister, she claimed about the baby and the femur bone in the backyard, just crazy shit, crazy shit. And they came and they looked, and then my sister was pointing at Heather, and she kept going, "We're going to go to prison." And I was like, "Why are we going to go to prison?"
Yeah.
That's why I just kept saying, why is it you think we're going to get, why you think we're in trouble? They're here to help. And she just kept going, "We're going to go to prison. We're going to go to jail." And I go, not if we're not doing anything wrong. And I was like, I don't know what happened besides that. I didn't realize there had been any gunshots. The police never came. They weren't like, "Hey, you hear some gunshots?" Because I would have answered them that night and been like, "No. Come in and check it out." Just like when I let them all come in the house and look. Come look. Come in the garage. Come look in the backyard. Is there any...
And they find a body in the front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part.
Imagine.
No, it's not.
I'm not trying to make a...
No, I'm not laughing. I'm just like, I don't know what happened because...
No, you're just saying, like, I would have been so helpful. I would have let the police come in and look around. You did let police come in twice. And they found a dead body on your front porch.
I let Heather and her daughter come in and look around, and I let the cops come in and look around. This is day what? But how many days has she been missing?
I don't know. You told me.
Since Saturday. Still no sister that I know of. I just changed the locks. You see that I've changed the locks.
I understand.
I just know it sounds bad. That's why I'm like, ugh. No, I was yelling at her. I was drunk. I was mad. I felt like, and this was like in January.
Okay.
So it's not.
What did you tell her though?
I don't know. Like just fuck you, fuck your whole family.
Was there anything about wanting to kill her?
Probably, but it was just venting. I was just angry because I was like, but I would never. I have a buddy we used to live with that hunts, and that's where a lot of those guns came from. I think I killed Bambi once, and it made me not want to eat meat anymore.
Yeah, that could be why your stomach is upset.
Why?
Because of Heather's dead on your front porch.
That's not why my stomach's been messed up for months.
I'm not trying to make brevity of the situation.
No, it's not.
Listen, Shannon, look, put yourself in my position. Let's trade spots.
Okay.
It looks a whole hell of a lot like you committed a murder. It looks a lot like that. I'm not saying it definitively, But what I'm telling
you... That's why I'm freaking out, because it looks like... Everything because of what happened when we were fighting back then, and I did send those texts, it doesn't look good.
But everything is looking like this, right? And that's why I'm telling you, I'm sitting here, I told you there's always a first interview. A lot of times there's a second, third, fourth, whatever. But that first interview is so important because if we know all the details in the first, it really helps everything out, right? Because I'm telling you, Shannon, it looks like a murder. And you're like, oh, that's crazy. I was just stepping over her body for days and days. I had no idea.
It didn't smell.
Bullshit. It does smell.
Well, I
do this for a living. It smells.
I didn't know where it was coming from.
Okay. But
hands down,
that doesn't make sense. But if it's listen, this happened, I panicked, I didn't know what the fuck to do because we had no violent contact, and then all of a sudden she's dead. That is something that myself and outsiders can... Okay, that I can make a logical jump here. But right now we're trying to go through the ABCs.
I understand.
Forwards, backward, A, W, B, T, Z. There's no logical progression through what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So am I accusing you of murder? Not quite, but I'm telling you, it looks a lot like you committed a murder. And if there is anything outside of that, I need to know now.
I don't know where. I don't know where my sister is. I don't know what's happening.
I know, and we're trying to find. Share your detective work with me.
Okay, we went and checked.
Who killed Heather?
Whoever she fucking pissed off. Besides me, whoever she blew the whistle on.
Whoever she pissed off that wasn't me.
No, not me. No, I mean, not me. No. That's not what I mean. The guys that she's been screaming and yelling at would be a good guys to start looking at. The guys that she's been sitting on the chair out there screaming and yelling to my backyard at these people.
Okay.
That's who I would look at.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I don't know. My sister's gone, and I'm the one holding the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I see how it looks, and that's what I said. This looks bad. That's why I'm freaking out.
Okay. Doesn't work. Who put her on the porch?
I'm not strong enough. I have no idea. I'm not strong enough to fill her up. She's all the way.
So did you ask somebody to move her there?
No.
Okay, there's a bag with big ice packs and shit in between her legs. Who put that there?
I don't know.
No idea?
Maybe my sister did. I don't know. I just changed the fucking locks on the door.
You said you've been trying to clean up the front porch, right? Were you out there with a vacuum cleaner trying to clean up? A little wet dry vac thing?
I was cleaning up the shit that she spilled all over the porch. I didn't know she had the bottle of, what do you call it? The Fireball, and then she spilled Coke and stuff, and I've been cleaning up that porch every time she comes and goes away.
Okay.
Every time. Cigarette butts everywhere. Coke. Food.
Trash in your house.
That's an understatement. It's like the Tasmanian devil guy, and every time she comes and goes.
Okay.
So.
Who covered her up with a sheet?
I don't know. Are they my sheets? I mean, a lot of that stuff's not mine. She cleans people's houses for a living. Like I said, there's been nonstop coming and going between my sister and her bringing stuff in the house and her. And I'm like, where'd this go? And then I'm like, what happened to this? Where'd that go? She was stealing weed from me. I don't care. It's just money. I don't care. Like I said, I can go get a job anywhere doing anything, but I can't have keep getting in trouble, and try to get a real job.
Uh-huh.
But, I'm in the union. I could call them right now and go back to work. I've just been trying to figure out what to do with my sister. Put her in a halfway house, or put her in a Hubbard house, or put her in a home with other special needs girls like her. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's out of my control. It's out of control. I have no idea that this is going on. This is what Heather just kept telling me. And I asked my sister, and she's kind of like, we get that. We both do the same thing. When you talk to her, he'll go, oh. You'll see.
I hope I get the chance to talk to her.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So prior to Monday, you could walk from your front door to the screen door without having to step over or onto anything.
Yes.
Okay. And then Monday is when there starts to be like a pile of stuff.
I think it was
Monday. And
it's Tuesday. 4th of July.
4th of July was Tuesday.
Yes, yeah. Monday. Because that's when they started ranting and raving. And I was like, I don't know. I've talked to my God, and I was like, I'm worried about Heather and Haley because they're both gone.
And nobody else has been in your home since Saturday?
Jeff.
Well, but
Jeff.
In your home unsupervised, I guess, I mean.
Not that I know of.
Okay, besides you.
Besides me, and I went out, I went and saw the show downtown at Myth. I was gone for a while then.
What was that show at Myth?
It was Aphrodite. It was a show. Anyways, it was on Monday, I think. Yeah, it was Monday night.
Monday night. That was when the thing was Aphrodite.
I think so. I have proof that I went there. I have people I've been trying to talk to.
No, I'm just trying to.
This looks bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. So the last time you physically saw Heather was Friday.
I thought I saw Heather, but she said I thought I heard her say I'll be back.
That was Saturday. You told me.
I thought it was Saturday.
Okay, but that's right. So Friday, Saturday, whatever. But from Saturday, we'll be generous and say Saturday to that time, there was no unsupervised anybody else, to the best of your knowledge, in your home until Monday when you started making the pile. And prior to Monday, you could walk unimpeded from your front door to the screen door, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why were you moving all of her stuff out? Did anyone help you come and move her shit out? It was just you?
No, that's when Jeff and her daughter came in. They took everything that was worth anything. The computers came in the house. They said, let me go look just to see. I had unlocked my studio.
Were they coming in the back door or the front door?
They came in the front door.
Okay.
Came in the front door and the back door. And that was yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday was...
Tuesday, July 4th.
That's when they came. Brought her stuff.
Okay.
And I've been piling it up ever since then. I've been piling it up in the garage because I don't want them in and out of my house all the time. Like, break. Do whatever you need to do. That's why I opened up my house. Jeff looks around. Daughter looks around. Here's your stuff. Meanwhile, I'm packing up all her shit.
Did they go in the garage at all?
They didn't. The cops came back and looked in the garage. They came back several times. They came and looked in the garage and looked around. And I'm like, I haven't seen her. And it's not like... because I don't want to see her. It's because I'm genuinely concerned about her and my sister, and now I see why that I was freaking out.
Okay.
Because she's gone.
Yeah, she's dead.
And I thought that was my... Oh, God, dude.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon. We'll be right back with you, okay?
What do we do? What do we do?
So we are actively trying to find Haley.
So
do you have any idea where she would be?
No, I don't. I had no idea all this was going on. To tell you the truth. I had no idea she was running the street. I thought she'd go to church. She was all happy, mow the grass. I saved her from my evil mom, who's like Heather's mom. I love my mom. I don't know. It just sounds insane. So that's why you're like, I'm like.
What do you mean?
Just everything just sounds insane. It just sounds like I just can't believe this is even happening.
So I know you said those 3 guys behind you or whatever.
Well, I don't know who else. I don't know who else is involved. I said I have the 20 names, and I gave the police that, but I can give you that because you're the detective.
Open up. There you go. See?
No COVID test? Okay. I'm trying to kid. This isn't funny. I'm sorry. I'm having.
You gotta make.
No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not making.
You're not laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm trying not to freak out and cry and make you guys seem like I'm a crazy person. What?
There you go. See?
Okay.
Doesn't hurt. That's all it is. Okay.
So, do you know how that she died?
Yeah, I do. I do know that.
Okay.
She was murdered by you. You shot her multiple times and then let her die and decompose in the front porch. So you're being arrested today for second-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
I didn't shoot her.
Okay.
No, I didn't shoot her.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish up paperwork. If you need anything, please call out.
So, did you question my sister?
We've done it. I'm not going to go over the whole investigation with you. Like you've said, you wanted a lawyer with you.
I know, but have you questioned my sister?
I'm not going to go over the whole investigation with you. We've talked to multiple people involved in this investigation, and all roads have led back to you. So you're being arrested for second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Okay.
How is tampering with evidence?
Cleaning up the crime scene.
I didn't clean up the crime scene.
Okay. So you asked for a lawyer present, so I can't really ask you.
Yeah, I just didn't know how she died. So I'm like, I have no idea why I'm being held.
Yeah, she was shot.
She was shot.
Yeah, by one of your guns.
By one of my guns that was stolen.
No, one of the guns that you said is yours.
The one that was stolen.
No, the guns that you said was yours in the first interview. I'm not going to go into anything.
But I have a police report where that gun was stolen. Whichever gun it was, that are mine. They reappeared when Heather came back, because she's like, they were supposed to not be in the house, and I asked the police if she was chasing these Filipino guys around, and they were coming by the house, and the black guys that were pimping out my sister came by.
All right.
We can't really discuss anything. If you want to talk to us if you want to waive your right to an attorney, that's fine. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. But we can't.
I would like my lawyer, but I'm like, I just wanted to know how she died, and now you're telling me that I shot her, and I did not.
Okay. All right. Well, Shannon, I'll be back with you here shortly, okay?
Okay. Agree with me.
This is a classification. There's first degree, second degree, third degree.
I don't understand the classification.
So second degree, you can only be charged with first degree murder if you're indicted, right? First degree murder.
What does it mean?
So first degree murder means that it's premeditated, planned out. Second degree murder is just that basically you murdered somebody, but they basically just murdered somebody. Third degree is like you murdered someone, but you're being negligent or something like that. It's not used very frequently.
Okay, so I was just wanted to understand what I'm being charged with.
Yeah, sure.
And the fact that my sister hasn't been questioned about any of this.
I didn't say that.
Okay. I was just wondering if you could talk to her.
I told you I just can't go over the whole investigation with you.
Right, I understand.
So that's the end of the police interview. I'm now going to read out to you the official statement from the state attorney to tell you the outcome of this case. So state attorney Melissa Nelson announces that Shannon McCarthy pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and written threats to kill or do bodily injury for the murder of Heather Sheppard. Now, on July the 3rd, 2023, the victim's daughter contacted the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office to report her mother, Heather, missing. She last saw Sheppard a few days prior at the Colonial Avenue home where she stayed with her girlfriend, Shannon McCarthy. When the victim's daughter and another person tried to go inside the home to check on Sheppard, McCarthy would not allow them inside the home and claim the victim left. So this is when the daughter contacted police. Police went to the residence, and here we are. It's not entirely clear why they argued or what led to the shooting, but Shannon shot Heather to death. Therefore, Shannon was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Comment, tell me what you think.